All right, I'm live.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. You don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm live. Let me see. First of all, before I get into my two topics, I want to just say I have been on it when it comes to I have been on it when it comes to the whole whew, the whole war. I have been on it. I have not missed a beat. Um, I'm not a warmongering person, but I swear to God, sometimes it feel good. It feel good to see somebody who deserve an ass whooping get one. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it feel good to watch somebody get their ass whooped. And Israel is getting tore out the damn frame. Hey, what's up, Gabe? Hey, what's up? Gabe, is this a good time to have a conversation about what we was talking about the other day? Or another time? If I could start off with that. I could definitely start off with that because that's interesting. And look, how appropriate. It's Father's Day. Check that out. Isn't that something? Happy Father's Day, Gabe. Times three. Happy Father's Day. Yeah. Let me know if this is a good time or you want to schedule it for another time. But yeah, let me know in the chat. But anyway, I have been watching the I have been watching I got quite an extensive menu planned today. But I have been watching that war, boy. I feel so bad because he said probably another time. Cool, cool. Yeah, it is right. That's right. It's Father's Day. Only allow me to listen in. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, happy Father's Day. But yeah, I got a lot to cook. But yeah, I have been in on this war and it is crazy. You're done. You don't want the sausage? You don't want it? I fixed it. You don't want it? Okay, go ahead then. I can't stand it when you cook kids good food and they be like, oh, okay. Go ahead. Go have your fun. Go do your thing, girlfriend. So anyhow, um, so I guess I should start off with I'm cooking quite a bit, and then I'll get into my topic. I'm gonna try this out. This is called I don't know some kind of Indonesian noodles. I have a tendency to drink all day and not eat, so I haven't actually ate a meal today, and it is almost 8 o'clock. That's bad, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna cook these noodles. I gotta see what the sodium level is. I ain't trying to get frustrated. Look at all this. What is all this shit? What is that? What is all that? And then they come with this, Lord. They complicated. I'm used to one packet. Okay, whatever. So anyway, My topic today, I'm gonna talk about these mano weirds first and foremost. Um, man, okay, y'all. Let me say this too. I had decided that I am not going to uh troll anymore. Okay, after that Las Vegas situation. I mean, I just never thought people like care about internet just like that much. Like it means something to them. Like you got to be pretty fucking lame in life that you want to like take somebody out over some goddamn social media web page. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. I just never thought it meant that much to people. So it made me get to thinking because I have had a couple of folk that have decide they want to act crazy with me, but I just took that like, oh, you just, you faking and fronting because you on the internet, ha ha ha. I never take people seriously. I don't know. I come on here to laugh. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's my arrogance because I think I judge people a lot. Like I think they stupid, so I think they're worth laughing at, and I don't see nothing wrong with that. But if they want to get gangster, see, I'm not gangster. I don't come from the gangster places, but I can't roll. Because you know what? Let me limit my trolling and harassing. I don't even harass anybody. I think mostly what I do is I ask questions that piss folks off or make them look crazy. Well, speaking of such a case, there is a man named AB, and I had my way with him the other day. Literally had my way with him. He is let's see, his name is AB Media, so that's why I'm talking about what is it? Old farts, mano weirds, old farts. I have come to the conclusion. I'm gonna tell you all about what happened on Big J's channel. I have come to the conclusion that for the most part, I don't know what the manosphere was. I think it's dead. Like the idea of it is pretty much dead. Um, because it doesn't have a purpose. And it's not really anything if you think about it. It's a series of people who are kind of saying a lot of the same stuff, and they're not organized really. They're not like together. It's not an organization. Let's just look at something like the NAACP. Let's look at something like a fraternity or something. There's a physical location, there's a charter, there's bylaws, there's rules. It's an organization. It has longevity. It moves past, it has leadership, it has hierarchy, it has structure, it has purpose, it has function. They have goals, they have mission statements. Like they actually have like physical locations, chapters, and there's ways to enter. There's like, quality control. There's formal official membership that's temporary to permanent. It's all kind of things that make institutions, organizations functional. And so the manosphere in of itself, a lot of people try to act like it's a functional body, and it's not. So that's the first thing. So that's why it's been dead from the beginning anyway. It's just a bunch of different people who have different channels on different platforms who are saying very similar stuff. That's pretty much it. And so therefore it was never really an entity, if you think about it. It was like an online concept, if that, because they all say different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So there's no one mind, first of all. They don't have one mind, one understanding, one purpose. And I can't speak on what it was before I came to this space in 2020 because of Kevin Samuels. I was using the internet, of course, but I wasn't using YouTube for like, social engagement really at all. I was using the internet for the most part um, to learn stuff, learn things. And so um, I didn't, I wasn't prepared. I was like, what the fuck is this? This shit sound crazy. What these dudes doing? And as I got, I went around and they said, oh, you trolling me? And I kind of was just asking questions. I thought the shit was kind of funny. And what you find out, like I went to, I roll up on people. I don't care. It ain't that deep. People act like somebody is a special person or something. You just a motherfucker with a voice on the internet. That's it. Especially people who don't even show themselves. They're just a voice on the internet. It ain't that damn deep. So, I went and I asked every answer. I asked all of them different questions because I'm curious and because I'm laughing at your ass. But I asked Edward Anderson. That motherfucker went crazy for 2 hours. This was my first time engaging him. I just said, how old are the people in your crowd? How old are these dudes? Because they got all these fears and worries and apprehension. What the fuck have you been through? What the whole fuck have you been through? You seem traumatized. And then you find a motherfucker ain't had a girlfriend, ain't been married, ain't been through a divorce, ain't been through nothing. And you're like, what is all of this? And this is the problem with them. Most of them ain't got no experiences in real life. They just hypothesizing. That's what you're gonna find out. They mostly hypothesizing. They assuming and guessing, and they basically have a fear-based kind of mentality. These dudes, but mostly they're defeated. They're defeated, and I think it's so interesting because this whole idea of this gynocracy. You know, all I said there was how many people in here are like under 30, and you come to find out a bunch of old dudes. Most of them are old dudes. They either real young and lame as fuck, or they old dudes that's washed up, middle age. I shouldn't say old. Let's say 40 plus, a lot of 50, good solid 60 years old. They kind of washed up, y'all. They ain't made the best choices. Once you start looking at the profile, you see it's a lot of criminals, a lot of folks who ain't never got a high school diploma, ain't never graduated from college. They don't have gainful employment. They've been living off some woman, but they get to come online, you know, and pretend to be these masculine, whatever, whatever. Now, see, if the manosphere was something serious, what they say is we got some standards and some quality control. So you can't even attempt to be a man in the manosphere unless you have a home. Send your deed and then we'll consider. You know what I'm saying? Quality control. They don't even have a home. I said that before. What is a king without a castle? You a whole man up in age and you ain't got no damn house. How you explain that? How you explain that shit? Please tell me. Uh, yeah, AB Media, AB Media. So he gets his old ass up there. He thinks he's gonna confront Big J, but what he fails to realize is he's gonna end up in a conversation quite compromised by him trying to be more than what he is. And Big J has that stream up. I think I forgot the name of it. Damn, I forgot the name of it. But it was 4 days ago exactly. But AB came up there and and Big J identified him as one of BGS's followers. I said, "Oh Lord." He came up there to confront Big J about something. I can't quite recall what it was, but we were talking about whatever podcast. And there's a sister Angelica who was up there, and she was talking about how some of these guys get on the internet and they think they can just say anything. And the guy was saying that, women like to be essayed. He got that crazy, I don't know where he got that crazy mess from, but he said that, and, it kind of made people react very negatively. So, anyhow, it looks like AB decided, I don't know what this brown shit is, so I'm not going to put that in there. I don't consume pork. I don't know if that's like, pork skin. I don't know what that is. So I'm not going to put that in there. I'm going to try. Let me see what this damn oil does. Oh, shoot. I didn't got the plastic in there. Don't get the plastic in, man. Okay, so we're going to pour these oils in. And we're going to see what this do. So AB Media, he pulls up. And he pulls up after I was already up there. So I don't want to say like I came after him because I didn't. And he proceeds to try to, talk and say all this kind of stuff. And I think Big J made the point that he was operating from a place of weakness. And he said he wasn't operating from a place of weakness. I said, oh, yes, you are. I said, anytime a man or any group of men, they are obsessed about women and what women do, and they think that their destiny and their ability to be successful men is somehow tied to women folk, yeah, that's a place of weakness. That's definitely a position of weakness. I personally, I mean, they call me pick me and all kind of bullshit, but I just be saying how I really feel. And I have a very, patriarchal, strong father. So I do know that that influences my perspectives on a lot of things. And I'm just not part of the gender war, never will be. I think that, we got to make room for people. There are people who want to be in partnership and be married and functional in that way. And then you got people who just want to be lone wolves. Go do that shit. Go be that. Who cares? But don't act like people got to choose a team. People do what they do. This shit is popping. Why? Come on now, Basmati. Don't do it like that. They're making Basmati rice for the Nori Goreng. This is going to be a Indonesian rice. Anyway, I'm going to try these noodles and see how that turned out. So anyway, AB Media, he proceeds to get his sorry ass, his old sorry weird ass. I ain't never met him before now, so don't think I know the man. I don't know the man. But he proceeds to get his ass up on the damn panel. And when he gets on the panel, he starts to defend why they're not weak. I said, no, let me see, tell you a couple of reasons why y'all are weak. And, this is partly why I just don't respect the shit. It's because men should not censor women. I said, you guys love to talk about the gynocracy. You are the fucking gynocracy. You are the damn gynocracy. You're an embodiment of the gynocracy because you worship women. No, I don't. No, we don't. Yes, you do. Yes, you damn do. Where's my, oh gosh, I can't find my apron. I threw it somewhere the other day. I got 3 of them. Guess I'll get another one out. Where's my damn apron? I'm not finna mess this shirt up. That's not finna happen today. This is a good shirt. Okay, here go my other apron. I like this one. It's got flowers on it. But yeah, you have centered your world, your ability to function as a man around women. You think your success has been stagnated because black women have achieved. That's a problem. You're measuring your strength as a man by what a woman can and cannot do. That is a problem. That's a position of weakness. You are the gynocracy. Like BGS, I said this. BGS is the architect of the gynocracy. That shit wouldn't exist except for the fact that you feed it. You got a whole like narrative a fucking origin story on the existence of men. Trying to put this shit on my neck. That's why I don't like putting it on my neck. Shit pulling. I got goddamn hair. It's in the way. But you know, how do you build a men's movement based on content that's focused solely on explaining how the black woman has limited you as a black man? Because of her as a collective group, you can't function as a man. Man, that is the weakest shit I ever heard of. I know too many strong men in the real world. See, that's the thing. Um, and when you know successful men in the real world, you can't get down with this kind of stupid shit. You just can't. And I would argue that a lot of people who come online, they probably be in bad circles. They're in bad environments because they can believe shit like that. You got to be in a bad situation, you know, that you don't see functional adults. This is the second thing I said. You guys are in a position of weakness because you all are actually looking for somebody to teach you some shit, to mentor you, to help you build and become a man, and you're already 40 years old. That's a position of weakness. That's lame ass shit. It just is. That's lame ass shit. How you trying to be somebody at 40? You should be 40 and 50. You should be somebody who is mentoring others, right? Mentoring happens at the age of what? 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't nobody be mentoring no grown ass man. You might get a business mentor or something, but for the most part, mentorship, that shit is a adolescent endeavor. Adolescents get mentored, guidance. You a grown man, you're supposed to lead and guide yourself. And these are the same men who are talking about they need women to submit. Now you can't lead and guide yourself and you need a mentor, then why the fuck do a woman want to be with you? I'm just saying. These things are just logical common sense. So you are admitting because you need an adult mentor as an adult male that you can't quite handle the world. Okay? You still figuring shit out, but you want somebody to follow you. That's a position of weakness. And the fact that they actually believe that whatever a black woman does is impacting their abilities. Like literally. If they wasn't getting all the education, then we'd be getting jobs. Like just that whole cause and effect. A black woman is causing these effects on black men. That's so weak. You are strong. You are a man. You are in charge. You better use your damn male privilege. What's wrong with you? What the fuck wrong with you? You don't know how to use your male privilege. That's some weak ass shit. So anyway, I said that, and then I was laughing. I always thought this shit was fun. We learning computer programming. We about to learn. All these niggas got one industry they want to learn. I want to learn computer You old motherfucker. Let me tell you something about computers. The older you get, the harder it is to do. Does anybody know that? What's up, Queen? I'm talking shit. If you want to join me, feel free. I'm talking about AB Media the other day, coming up there on Big J with that bullshit. Man, we cooked his cake so good. We cooked his cake so good. We had him, Femi came up there, we had him bumbling and fumbling. I'm going to tell you how, because see, the proof is in the pudding. He swore, after all of this conversation, he swore that they were actually doing real work. Mind you now, the age they are, 40 and 50 years old. Negro, you supposed to be somewhere in Hawaii on the beach, not worried about how to pull your goddamn life together, and you still ain't bought a house, and you still ain't got no damn woman, right? They don't have anything. You need to focus on having something. This is why y'all struggle with women. This is why. You said not computer programming at 40. Yeah, yeah. These mugs are talking about they're going to be doing computer programming and cybersecurity. Me personally, I went to school, okay? I got two, I guess you would say tech school degrees. I got 2 tech school degrees. I don't even mention them. Because honest to God, I like to learn and do stuff. One is in, what is it, computer? What was it? It was like some basic computer. I think it was just like some basic computer science or some shit. I got that. We did. Oh, I forgot. See, that's what I'm saying, man. You get old. This shit. Mm-mm. It was some kind of program where you learn how to program. It's like a woman or some kind of figure, and you learn how to code it to make it move and kick his leg and all this dumb shit. It's really outdated now because that was probably 15 years ago, but that was the go-to to learn programming. So I learned some basic stuff in that program, computer science or something, computer basics. I got that technical degree. I wasn't going into it deeply. I'll tell y'all why. And then the second one is I got a degree in graphic design. Okay. I went to technical school for graphic design and I had Adobe Suite and I was learning Photoshop and InDesign and all this stuff. Let me tell you something. The click, 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 thousands of buttons. The button has a button to thousand more buttons, and there's more buttons. And you got to know what the button can do because every button got 10 different fucking programs built in the goddamn button. Man, if you don't do Adobe Photoshop, and you got to keep up with the new versions of it. It's a lot. It's a lot. And like right now, all this AI, you don't even need that shit. So it's kind of like worthless. Like the whole idea of a graphic designer, that shit sound good, but it ain't no job no more because they got programs and eight apps that do that shit. So you don't even have to learn all them thousands of buttons. It took a lot. Okay, it took a lot to learn that shit. And so my point is, I got some computer stuff, in my background. But what I'm telling you is, as you get older, it's harder to learn technology. So these niggas is trying to do technology. Let me tell you something. When I was working for DeKalb County School, one of the things I did, let me turn this off. One of the things I did is I was what you call a teacher's teacher. So the district would train me on new technology, and I would go and implement it by teaching my colleagues through what they call professional development. I would do the training for other teachers. It was additional, funds I got from that. And one of the things I can tell you for a fact, because I have experience, I'm not just saying this shit. Old motherfuckers do not do good with technology. Don't ask me why. Do not ask me why. My grandmother, she determined that she was gonna stay up with technology. She's okay. But a lot of these old motherfuckers, they don't learn technology too well. The older you get, the harder technology is. I would always print out the damn instructions, touch this, click that. I don't know what you call it, but it's like a chart that shows you how to do these different things within the program, how to, source data, how to do this, how to do that. The how to's, I would create how to sheets and I would print those out. Then I'd have a PowerPoint so I could teach it. And then I'm like, I love showing, and we do it at the same time. Everybody, click this. Now, the next thing you're going to see on the screen is blah, blah, blah. Now, go over and click enter. That's how I was training people. It never fucking failed. These old motherfuckers always, always, always. Can you say that again? Can you help me with this? Can you come over? I was like, you know what? I just want to tell all them people over 60, just go sit your ass at the circle table in the back, and I'll do a training for y'all separate. Okay, let me read what Gage said. Let me see. Ooh, I missed these. Queen said, I don't get how black women education has to do with their ability to get a job. Right. It doesn't make sense. I do not understand that cause and effect. It's just an excuse making system. That's all the manosphere is. It's a system to make excuses for why you don't achieve. That's really what it is. It's a collective excuse and crying center. That's what it is. You got a call center, they got a crying center. They said folks can learn at elderly ages, they just typically add to their current skill sets. Starting from ground zero in tech at 40 is very difficult, not impossible, just very difficult. Okay. Yeah, ground zero. That's what we're talking about here. You said it sounds like a animation in Java. Java, was it? Hmm. It's like a one word thing, and you tell it to do something, and it'll kick its leg out. Then you tell it to do something, and it'll. I forgot what it was. It was so long ago. I thought it was dumb personally, but I learned a lot of the basics, But I wasn't trying to get into technology per se. I honestly did not want to pay my student loans back. So one of the things I found out that if you go to technical school and you get degrees, I was about to get cosmetology. I was about to learn aviation mechanics. I had a whole list of shit I was going to learn at the tech school because it was very easy. Them motherfuckers don't read nothing. They get like really simple questions. If you can't pass a tech school, you a dumbass. They don't even really do tests. I was like, God damn. Because I'm like academic and shit. And I'm just like, these motherfuckers don't have to do nothing. Like their brain ain't got to grow at all. Tech school is easy. Anybody who can't get a couple degrees in tech, you got a problem. Okay. Mm, y'all, I'm trying out my noodles. Oh, it's hot. It's pretty fucking good. I'm about to cook in a minute. I got it started. But anyway, so let me tell you about AB Media. So here he is talking about, they're going to be doing this and doing that. And he says that he's got stuff on his channel about, technical stuff. Angelica's challenging him. She's like, well, what are you doing? Are you civically engaged? Like, how are you making life better for men? How are you helping men focus on themselves and not women? She doesn't know a lot about this, but she does. BJ pulls up. I said, pull up BGS's channel so we can see, since he don't believe that they're women focused and they're women worshipers and they are the gynocracy because they give women all the power and the credit and control over their fucking manhood, what they can and cannot do. Please pull BGS's channel. Let's look at the evidence. Let's look at what they talk about all day because that's what they do. We don't talk about women all day. No, we don't. We have conversations about men. He lying. Everybody know he lying. Okay. And so I said proof is in the pudding. Big J pulls up BGS's channel and we look through it. All this stuff about Jermaine and black women have lost $300,000 jobs in the government, and the coldness in the winter is coming, and black feminists did this, and I mean, it's like I said, look at this, AB, look at this shit. 80% of the content is somehow focused on women, and you telling me y'all don't focus on women? You telling me you're not a gynocrat? You telling me he's not the master architect of the gynocracy? Come on, man. Come on. Who you lying to? And the whole time he was kind of, he's fighting. I'm not gonna lie, he was fighting. That's not true. He was disputing everything. He actually lost control of himself at one point because he couldn't let nobody talk because he was so scared to lose. Um, these noodles are good. But anyway, he said, "Y'all haven't even seen my content." Why did he say that shit? He hung himself, y'all. He hung his goddamn self. Y'all haven't even seen my content. He had claimed that he was there for the men, helping them do self regulation and all that type of shit. Whatever the fuck a man can do at fucking 40. Because I mean, in my opinion, you are who you are already by 40 for the most part. And that one guy who got rich, I'm not saying his character changed, but he's the only motherfucker I can say I've seen an old ass person actually literally change the state of their life. And y'all know him. What's his name? He owns not Halliburton. What the fuck is that company? He was a cab driver and somehow he made some investments or something. He's one of the wealthiest men in America. I forget his name. But he's the only one I can say, oh, that's an old motherfucker who had a radical life change, And that's more about his money than it is about character. These fools are talking about they're going to change their character. They're going to change their career. They're going to go from losers to winners and shit because they listen to some YouTube sessions of crying and complaining about women. How that's going to work? I'm just trying to figure out how does crying and complaining about women lead you to become a better man. So what do? We go on over to AB's channel and Big J pulls it up. And lo and behold, what happens? We pull up the damn channel and look at all the live streams. And ain't it the truth? All the live streams are about women, black women, what the feminists did, how the black man is suffering and striving and surviving. But he can't get his leg up because he got a black woman on his head. All these victimhood narratives, pictures of black women, talking about Jasmine Crockett, talking about you name it, Oprah Winfrey, just any old body. The whole goddamn stream. He was caught. He was caught. And at that point, Femi pulled up and Femi got on his head. It was bad. Y'all go check it out. It was bad because it just proved the fact that a lot of these guys that claim to be manosphere, that hide in the manosphere, they're simply losers and unachievers. So this is the argument I put to him, and I think it really, really cooked this cake. I said to him, I said, do you understand that every individual man and every individual woman represents themselves? Because he was talking about, well, you just think that, men are not supposed to talk about women and women are part of life. And, and I said, no, sir. I said, they're individuals. You act like there's a collective woman. You guys don't own all women. I said, the only woman you have access to concern yourself with is the one that you chose and she chose you back. The woman in your life, that's the only woman you need to concern yourself with. You can't control all collective women. Like the fact that you even think that's an option is insane. It is not your business what women do, where they work, what they have, if they're feminist, if they're gay, if they're not, if they're straight, if they're submissive or not. All women are not your business. That's your problem. You're worried about shit outside of your ability of influence. Do you see how? And see, they don't like me because I'm a logical motherfucker. Oh, you're in your feelings. Don't try that with me. This is a logical argument. You are worried about things outside of your ability to control. Who's crazy, me or you? Do I worry about things I cannot control? Do I obsess about it? Do I spend 4 hours a day and go from stream to stream worrying about a collective group of men who I do not control or have influence over? No, I do not. I laugh at y'all because y'all funny, because y'all stupid, and y'all give me some entertainment. But worry, never that. Y'all motherfuckers worry. Not only do y'all worry, y'all cry and complain together like one big ass coping session. It's really sad. And you know how much energy these dudes, if they actually had took that energy, they could have all. And I'm about to get on BGS head about that in a second. These Negroes, with all these hours they spend in Dr. Thunder, over here, over there, Mr. Z, blah blah blah, BGS late at night. What is it? What is his name? Art Newsall sitting up from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the morning, bunch of dicks together. Do you know how much study time, how many degrees these Negroes could have had? Do you know how many degrees they could have had? They could have got a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, motherfucking PhD. They could have gotten skill sets, went to technical school. These dudes could have put together amazing business plans. They could have lived out their best life dreams in the past 5 years with the amount of time and energy they spent on these live streams and on these channels. But you know why they don't? Because it's easier to cry and complain. It's hard to stand up as a man and be out here and make your own decisions and not look for a daddy to save you. Why are you trying to get saved at 40? What the fuck? 40 plus. What in the hell is going on? Let me tell y'all something. All these sister girl groups and this women's empowerment, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Y'all know why? Because my ass is old. I'm over 40. I'm already who I'm going to be. I've already established myself in what I am and who I am. Ain't nothing finna change, okay? So how the whole hell is some woman or some group of women about to really affect me? And that specific stuff, like you can join a group and learn some skill sets. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about to fundamentally rearrange you and teach your ass as an adult how to be a functional fucking adult. Who's signing up for that? I'm just saying, you already grown. You past grown. You got grown at 20. You're 40, 40 plus. Come on now. That shit don't even make no sense. That shit don't make no sense. You are who you are. Let me read. You said nobody has chosen AB and had a similar conversation or Fantastics channel the other day. You had my head one. Uh-huh. You said check out Fantastic interview from the other day. I came in at the 58 minute. Oh yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I bet that's good. You be giving him hell. 58 seconds. Okay, Mr. Fantastic. What's the name of the title? What's the title? What's the title? Gabe. But I'm just like, can't nobody fix you at 40 plus? Like you're adult. You already who you are. Like why are they looking for that? Are you that dissatisfied with yourself that you literally want to look for like a daddy and like have like a second childhood, second adolescence or something, second chance at adult? Like what? That shit is just crazy. But they swear, you're your feeling. But this is what I got down to with AB. I said, listen, AB, y'all, I said, Edward Anderson, y'all worry about stuff. Edward ain't had no date. He ain't had no family, no relationship. He probably ain't had no series of girlfriends, ain't been married, ain't been divorced. He ain't been through nothing, ain't been through child support. But that Negro be crying and flying in that car and banging on shit. He be losing his shit over stuff that ain't never happened to him. It's insane. And I'm in my feelings. They love to throw that feeling stuff out. That dude is in his feelings and don't nobody say nothing about it. It's okay for Edward to be in his feelings and be running shit over and crashing into stuff. He be crashing into shit. That's okay. But let me say so. You're in your feelings. I said to him, I said, let me ask you something, AB. Do you have a wife or a girlfriend? Do you have a woman in your life? You know what he said? No. I said, so who's in their feelings then? Who's in their fucking feelings? You over here with all this content, obsessing about women at your age. I think the motherfucker seems like 63. I was like, dude, really? Are you fucking kidding? Your dick don't even. I didn't say that part to him, but your dick don't even work no more. Women is the last thing. The women is the last thing you need to be thinking about. You need to be trying to find you a caretaker. Okay, you can stroke out any day, man. You need somebody to feed you. You need to worry about that instead of chasing women and what women want. You do. You late. You done. Well, but I asked him, do you have a woman? He said no. I said, do you see how insane you are? You sitting on the internet doing all this content about women and you don't even have a damn woman. Just look at that. I said, that's the weakest shit I ever seen. You spend all your time worried about women and you don't even have access to one. Make that shit make sense. I cooked his ass. I cooked AB good. I wouldn't let him get a word in. Poor man. I don't think he. And see, that's what I got to stop doing. I got to stop doing that shit. I can't help myself, though, when people are stupid. And then Femi, she went in on him. I mean, Angelique, she talked him on, she philosophized him. I ain't got time for that because they too ignorant. They don't deserve no depth, in my opinion. Because everything they doing is surface. That shit surface as fuck. You said the past, present, and death and resurrection of the Black Manosphere Obsidian interview. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna check it out. You said AB and all of BGS's children want to be just like him, old and womanless and skill and skillless. I mean, it's the most defeated shit I ever seen. And so this is what I'm gonna say about BGS. The thing that's so sad about BGS, y'all can disagree with me if you want to, but the fact that I know that losers, most of them that's following him, and some people probably see him and listen for a little while, they get the fuck on it, like, man, this dude crazy. I told him this a long time ago. My big issue with BGS is this. He literally could still make his money on the incel industry. He could still make his money. He's dedicated to the incel industry, okay? The incel industry. You can still make your money. But you could at least get these guys on a program so they can actually feel better about themselves. That's a choice, BGS. You could actually let these men feel better about themselves. He gave them a narrative that's got them so beat down in life. You know what I'm saying? The narrative that he gave them got them so fucking beat down in life. You can't do this. The white man got you by the neck. The black woman stomping on your head. You know how it is. Racism, sexism, capitalism. You're broke. You ain't got nothing. You can't get nothing. Da da da. Why you got to do that? BGS could literally come up with a 10-point plan and change and rearrange these men's lives. Why? Because they're a cult. Because they need somebody to believe in. He's their Jesus. And they will follow him to the edges of the earth. So if BGS woke tomorrow and he said, I'm going to be a healer instead of a hustler. And that's what I'm getting at with BGS. I told him, I said, why don't you be a healer instead of a hustler? Why can't you do that? Oh, how you know that's not what I'm doing? The fucking results? These niggas is depressed. They got 1,001 reasons why they can't win. Why can't you turn that around? And I would argue to the edge of the earth to the last day that I think that's where BGS is wrong. He's just wrong. You can still get these Negroes to give you $100 or cash apps. They'll still pay you. They worship your ass. They'll pay you more because you're helping them be better than they are. He could come up with a 10-point plan. I'll give you an example of a 10-point plan. He could easily say, almost kind of like, I'm not trying to give Kevin Samuels no credit, but Kevin Samuels told him, man, go get a suit, dress your ass up, comb your hair, brush your teeth, dress nice every day. Put some pride in how you fucking look. He could just start off with something like that. You know, just get him some basic shit for self-esteem. Y'all listen. It's important that you get, you know, y'all start making like some goals in your life. I need everybody, give him a deadline, a program. He could charge them for it. He could charge them for it in Patreon. You like, we are going to make progress together. We're on a journey. Now, some would argue that he can't actually do that because he's not accomplished, right? Not, he's not. He mostly around people he points to who are accomplished. People who have written books. He hasn't written a book. People who have degrees. He doesn't have degrees. So, as much as what I'm saying kind of sounds good, it may not be practical because if he were to try to promote progress and goal oriented stuff, then people might start looking at him and being like, well, why are you so damn old and you don't have X, Y, and Z? So maybe that is why he won't commit to a proper program to actually help these men. And I don't think any men in their 30s and 40s should even be in a position they're looking for no old dude to tell them how to function. I don't think they should be like that. But this ain't my world. You know what I'm saying? This ain't my world. And the manosphere is just made up of a bunch of men, for the most part, who simply want to create a income out of, like MOT has said, they're men who want to create an income out of failed men. That's why I call it the incel industry. And so they're stuck in this loop. They're stuck in this loop, this constant loop. I'm trying to be somebody, but I can't. I'm trying to be somebody, but I can't. They won't let me. They're stuck in that constant loop and they can't seem to get out of it. And they have what I consider, self-fulfilling prophecy for the most part. You think you ain't shit, you won't be shit. Everybody know that. Get out your feelings. But anyhow, I hold BGS in contempt for that part. He could actually encourage these sorry motherfuckers to actually be better than what they are. He could, but he chooses not to. He'd rather they be miserable and addicted to crying online. And that's fine. But anybody who, maybe he's keeping them away from women too. That might be the good thing. But let me get to Kaya. That helfa. That helfa. He said, okay. That helfa. So I have not been a fan of Kaya, me personally. She's a young girl. I think she's good for social media for younger women, maybe. I'm not old enough to be her mama. Am I? Nah, I'm not old enough to be a mother. But I could be. Yeah, I guess maybe a teenage pregnancy or something. Maybe I could be old enough to be her mama. I'm in my mid 40s. No, technically, I think she's like 23. So yeah, I technically could be her mother. So clearly, we're not even the same generation. So I'm not interested in Kaya for myself, not for consumption, not for entertainment. Kaya is not on my radar. But she did get on my radar because guess what? A lot of people started talking about it. Y'all know. A lot of people started talking about Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. And the big deal was that this little skinny black girl, okay, she clearly ain't eating none of that shit she cooks. Clearly. But cooking with Kaya, I'm getting my green beans ready. But cooking with Kaya, I gotta cut these. I don't like them edges on there. That's not nice. That's not nice. So cooking with Kaya, for the most part, she got on the internet and she was dancing around twerking. Okay. And I'm not gonna act like nobody knows who she is. I'm just pointing out the points here. She got on there twerking with food. So that triggered a whole bunch of men, I guess on was it TikTok and stuff. She got a show. I'm not sure where all she is on social media. I ain't never paid the little girl no attention. But anyway, long story short, she is doing several things to get attention, which is what you're supposed to do when you want to be a social media superstar. But it looks like Kaya done played herself and she done got played out. And fame don't last forever. Everybody knows that. A little bit of controversy go the wrong direction. Your ass is fucking cooked. You're done. So little Kaya with a little heifer, this little heifer, she got on the internet cooking this trash ass food. She don't have not one fucking salad, no vegetables. And these niggas worship. She cooks. She gonna kill you. She gonna kill your fucking ass. You gonna have high blood pressure, nigga. You gonna be dead. You gonna be dead because Kaya don't know how to balance a fucking meal. Y'all niggas gonna be dead. Talking about she knows how to cook and she twerking. Okay, okay. And if you know anything about cooking, this shit is hot. Okay, and it's time consuming. Ain't nobody fucking twerking in no fucking kitchen. She's doing that shit for the internet. I cook all the time, and I ain't twerking in no fucking kitchen. Okay, I listen to relaxing music, if anything. But anyway, I'm not the same age, sir. But anyway, so she proceeds to do several things to get attention. She dresses provocatively, so that means that she's selling sex. Kaya is selling sex. Yes, she is. And selling sex, I just mean she's wearing, stuff that you wouldn't be wearing to fucking cook. Tube tops, titties out, pushed up, tight pants, little skirts. You can tell she goes shopping for her different episodes. This is all intentional. This is what social media makes you do. I ain't nobody mad. Nobody's mad about that. Nobody's mad. But what happens is when she crosses the line, what does Kaya do to cross the line? It's cool to tease men with your little raggedy food. It's even okay to twerk if that's what you want to do with your little self. But where she crossed the line and where she fucked up was because Kaya said, I'll take your man. What you want to do that for? I'll take your man. So who are you talking to? And how is that supposed to be interpreted? So instantly women was like, oh, fuck that bitch. And then some of these men, I don't even know if they had girlfriends, but that became a running thing. And you need to cook like Kaya, be skinny like Kaya. Women can't compare Kaya to women. This is a social media shit. I don't think anybody in real life will go up to their wife or girlfriend for real and try to compare some online, chick who's doing a show to a real woman. I would hope they're not that stupid. I would hope not. I would hope not. Because a real woman will tell you, well, go find her. Get out of here. Bye. We're done. No, I don't think any man with any sense would, he would be like cooking with Kaya. But at least on the internet, people were entertaining it, making little comments and stuff. Let me tell you, this is where Kaya fucked up. Kaya fucked up saying, I'll take your man. And she had something else she said. I can't remember. It's I'll take your man. And she made some other commentary, but it was directed towards like putting other women down, comparing herself as superior. And what happened was she got very popular. Everybody knows her name and all that type of stuff. Got lots of views. I even heard she was supposed to get a damn cooking show. That's what I heard, but I don't know. And what Kaya proceeded to do, how many more? Oh shit, I got a lot of beans to do. Damn, I got a lot of beans to do. I'll put these back in there. They're done. I'm making something called True Chi. I got my cookbook over here. I'm making something called True Chi, and I have to use pre-king curry. You add coconut milk and chicken and green beans. That's what I'm turn it that way. Yeah. So that's what I'm about to cook. I got my chicken breast over here, and I'm gonna make nasi goreng, and then I'm gonna make what is it? Shrimp, green. I'm making green curry shrimp. Yeah, I'm making green curry shrimp. I don't know if you can see it. Green curry shrimp. Making green curry shrimp, and then I'm making beef massaman. Where's that one? Let's see. This one requires potatoes. Green massaman. I mean, beef massaman. So I'm making how many dishes? 3, 4. I'm making 4 dishes. So my night is cut out for me. I like cooking. Oh, I should show this too while I'm at it. Not get back to Kaya. I should show this. So I went out to the garden and I got the blueberries and the strawberries. Lots of them. I'd have had more had I put more pesticide. Let me see comments. Let's see here. Oh, okay, no comments. And what was I saying? But yeah, this is where she messed up. You lost. You ain't got to be part of the sisterhood, but you lost the respect of women. Just the idea. That's some pick me shit to say. That's not how you gain. So I think that some of the women were hate watching her. So that was part of why she got popularity. She got some hate watchers, and then she got, of course, thirsty ass men. You know, that's what every woman should be cooking with Kaya. And let me just say this. I'm not trying to pick on her, but girlfriend, she's not a chef. I mean, I don't know if she got any formal training. And I'm not putting her down, but she's not a chef. And she's definitely not a nutritionist. And I do believe that it's important when you're doing food and you're like, centering yourself around food and you're presenting to the public. I think you do need to be somewhat educated on food quality, and stuff like that. She never talked about vitamins, nutrition. I mean, maybe I'm asking for too much, but sometimes telling people, hey, you can do this low fat, you can do this, put this instead of that, substitute this. This will give you, more nutrition if you do it like this, or here's some alternatives. I only like watch one of her shows. So I don't know if she has anything like that, but I seriously doubt it. It's mostly like, from what I could tell from all the pictures and, I just scroll through, it looks like she's just cooking like high calorie, saturated fat food. I didn't see like, like Greek salads and tofu or, I didn't even really see her cooking food from anywhere else. I just saw a lot of, just high fat American food, starchy stuff. Like I'd be interested in her to cook, like prepare some. I'm just saying her or anybody. I'd be interested to see somebody prepare some raw food, because you should mix raw food in with your regular food. Everything doesn't have to be cooked. I don't know if people know that. You don't have to eat cooked food all the time. You can eat some shit raw. Um, Body processes it better, more vitamins and nutrients. You cook it, a lot of shit goes out. But anyway, yeah. So she doesn't have any authority when it comes to like food. For real, for real. She's just doing something online, and I don't have a problem with that. But when you became a pick me by insulting or trying to insult other women and compare yourself as better, that's where you fucked up. Not only did she do that, but she sexualized herself. That's the point I'm trying to get at. There's a cost to a woman. There is a cost to sexualizing yourself. Yes, it is. You can sell sex, but how long is it going to sell? And what happened is these men started putting her on a pedestal. Kaya cooks, Kaya's thin, Kaya's this, Kaya's that. They started pedestalizing her. All these red pill men and stuff. That's not good. Because now they have almost kind of assigned her to a certain code that she ain't even fucking signed up for. This is what led to her downfall. I would argue that red pill men, with their invisible contracts and expectations that girl ain't even signed up for, they were holding her to it. This idea that she's supposed to be submissive and she's supposed to listen and she's not supposed to have her own mind and her man is her leader even though he ain't married to her. She got some little light skinned nappy head nigga she called her boyfriend. And what we come to find out is Kaya is a boss bitch. It didn't take a lot to figure that out. But Kaya apparently is a boss bitch because she makes her own decisions. She doesn't let this man, this boyfriend of hers, tell her what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. That's not happening. So she goes to this party or some kind of event. I believe it's a YouTube university or some shit like that. It's supposed to be a big step up for her. She goes to that and they have some big after party. She goes to the after party, and what we come to find out later is she left her little boyfriend. He's uninvited. He's tagging along. She left her little boyfriend in the hotel. He comes to find out on social media, almost in live time, that she's at this party that he's not invited to. He's sitting like a bitch in the hotel room, unaware that she's partying her ass off. I don't know if they're in Las Vegas. I'm not sure what city they're in, but apparently it's like a fun place. It's not a lame place. And so it's like, he came and accompanied her, probably thinking he heard manager or some bullshit. You know how motherfuckers gonna live off you? We come to find that out too. You got a man you let live off you. And then he claims I helped her with this, I did that. He tried to make himself like he's her manager, which is justifying why he don't have his own and why he's living with her, under her. And then not only that, Kaya puts his fucking ass out after he confronts her because she's at the party getting her booty slapped by some other dude. And at first she started lying. So the men were upset. Looks like she's lying. They said, were you aware that that man hit your butt? She was like, no, I wasn't aware. Girl, somebody hit you slapping your butt on camera. You on the dance floor having a good old time and you didn't notice. Okay. All right. So she tries to lie. So that's where she fucked up. Because red pill, they're like, you have to be loyal. You have to be honest. You have to submit. Well, all of that shit is out of line as far as they concerned, right? Because not only did she leave the poor nigga in the hotel and not tell him nothing, she had a good time and she was around some other man. And then when she was found out because of social media, they all hit him up. Hey man, you see this Kaya out here with this other dude getting her booty slapped, having a good time. He's like, what party? I wasn't invited. And they like, man, she playing you. So he he ain't got nowhere to stay now. He fucking damn near homeless because he ain't got no job, no life of his own. But he decided he gonna buck up. Well, I'm gonna do this. He starts going off online, talking about he gonna do this. Before you know it, she's like, well, we're done then. Just move out. And see, that's the move they wasn't ready for. Kaya, girl, fame. You are under the microscope. Everything you do is gonna come back to you. Fame. She's so young. So next thing I find out, she on the internet crying because all the men are turning on her. Oh, Kaya's not this and Kaya's not that. She's not submissive. She's not the ideal girl. And so her little flame just kind of went out. I don't know if she's going to have a comeback or not, but she apparently has upset all these men who tried to idealize her as the exceptional woman. And they signed all this shit to her that she never signed up for. Y'all see how crazy they is? They assigned all this loyalty. The girl is 22 fucking years old. She's got a whole dude living off of her, being a fucking bum. No man should move in with no damn woman. And y'all expect her to follow him? To treat him with some kind of greatness? Man, get the fuck out of here. She shouldn't have signed up for that bum. But they acting like she was supposed to do so much for him. I'm just like, why was he living there in the first place? Y'all ain't married? That's crazy. But they've assigned all this stuff to Kaya. And she's disappointed them so bad. This is another thing about pedestalizing people. You pedestalize people, they will disappoint you. Whether that's a pastor, preacher, politician, people will disappoint you. They don't have to be what you want them to be. They can appear to be whatever they think you want them to be, but that doesn't mean that's who they are. So it's your fault if you assign a whole bunch of meaning and symbols and expectations on people who didn't tell you none of that. And even if they did, that doesn't mean that's who they really are. People have all kind of facades in this world. They have a goal and an aim. Some people just want some damn money, fame, fortune, opportunities. They will become whoever you need them to be, just like a politician. It's a temporary state to get a permanent outcome. So anyway, that's what happened to Kaya. Kaya didn't play herself out. She didn't play herself out. And so I saw her on some stream and she was crying. She was crying, talking about how she can't believe how mean people are to her and how they did her dirty and everybody's abandoned her and she's upset and all this type of stuff. But that's just the thing. Some of these, they might be in their 20s, but they're still kids. And that's the danger of getting on the internet and seeking to seek attention. Attention is a powerful drug. It's a powerful drug. And you come on the internet seeking attention, it's got consequences. If your self-esteem and stuff and your emotions is tied to what people think of you, you setting yourself up for some kind of hell in the future. You just are. Because one thing about it is you can't make everybody happy. You can't be everything people want you to be. You just can't. You just can't. And so that's the danger of social media and fame and call yourself being a leader or a trendsetter, this stuff comes with consequences. So, little sister, learn how to cook, bitch. Stop crying in the food. Quit crying in the food and get back to doing what you do and put some motherfucking clothes on. And then you don't have these problems. Don't be sexualizing your damn self. If you can cook, you ain't got to take your damn clothes off. You fucked up right there. Put your damn clothes back on. And that's the thing, too. Kaya, are they going to like you if you gain some weight? There was one chick, I forgot her name. She's some blonde, light-skinned, pale bitch. She looked like albino. I can't remember names because I don't do rappers. But it's a female, and she was like real thick, light-skinned girl. Real thick. And she fuck around, and she lost a lot of weight. Man, like she lost all her status. All her fucking status. She lost all her status, all her fans. I can't remember because I don't keep track of them folks. But I thought that was interesting. So even your body weight, you know? And so we seeing that with Lizzo. Lizzo, big fat ass, you know. She losing weight. They told her, you so fat, you so ugly. Lizzo, you still need to put some fucking clothes on. I saw her, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, Lizzo's the weight she is right now, that's my weight. I saw her with her little outfit. I said, her body looks very much like mine. And I was like, bitch, you still need to put some clothes on. I know you didn't lost what she lost 200 damn pounds, but you need to put some clothes on, girlfriend. You need to put some clothes on. That shit don't look good. And we gotta stop doing that, lying to each other, especially among us women. Stop lying. Don't tell bitches they look good. I see chicks and they have on like some little shorts or something. Don't even be like anything controversial. You too fat for shorts. Just don't do that. You too fucking fat for short. Plain and simple. I ain't about feelings. You just too fat for that. You don't look good. I see chicks with tube tops. The summertime is the worst in Georgia, y'all. At least a lot of people in Florida are skinny. We got a lot of fat people in Georgia. And I'd be ashamed for some of these folks. So that's the issue I be having. I be looking at folks and I'm like, I'm fat, but I ain't finna put on what you wearing. You shouldn't be wearing that. You know you can't say nothing to nobody because you mess around and get fucked up. But that's what I be thinking. Like later for that. Like, no, you can't do that. All right, so I got my coconut milk, I got my sauce, and I got my rice, my basmati, that's for the other thing. I got my beans, and I got my peppers, but that's for the shrimp. And I gotta go defrost the shrimp. And what else I got? I'm about to cook all. I think y'all gonna think I'm crazy. I'm about to cook all this shit. I'm about to cook everything. So that's the beef for the masamon. And I thought I was gonna do beef rendang. This is for masamon and what else? Fuck. I'm supposed to be cooking 2 beef dishes. I forgot what maybe it was beef rendang. Masamon. I gotta get the potatoes out. And I gotta get the onions out. What else I need? Potatoes, onions. Oh shit. Potatoes, onions, and I think I needed some tomatoes somewhere. I got tomatoes. There's a piece of cucumber in here, Lord. It should make somebody shout. This shit is crazy. I don't know how long that cucumber been in here. That's not good, man. He looking fucked up. He like he about to grow worms or something. I'll get him out. Okay, what else I gotta get out of here? I'm supposed to have a piece of ginger. I don't know what I did with that ginger. I need ginger to cook this. I know I got some ginger in here. I got some ginger in here somewhere. Where the damn ginger? Oh, I got a whole nother bag of tomatoes. Good, great, excellent. And my tomatoes will be coming up probably next week. Then I ain't got to go to the store and get them. Where the hell is my fucking ginger? Fuck. I am not going to the store. I'm not going out. I don't go out at night as much as I can help it. God damn it. Oh, man. My refrigerator too big. I can't find nothing. There goes some more cucumbers. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Oh, snap. I think I found it. Ah, I found the ginger. It was in the back corner. Okay. And y'all green leaf lettuce. Grow your own lettuce. Lettuce is $3.99. That don't make no damn sense. That shit don't make no sense. Okay, so I got my ginger, got my onions, tomatoes. I got another pack of tomatoes, and then I got potatoes. So I think I got all of the stuff I need. I gotta go get the shrimps and the chicken. What did I do with the chicken? What did I do with the chicken? Well, I should show this too. Oh, here's my chicken. I defrosted my chicken breast. That doesn't look sexy. Okay, and this is something I'm gonna cook next. This is called rice paper. I'm gonna experiment with this. This is some Southeast Asian shit. And you roll it. I think you must soak it in water, and then you roll it, and you put like basil, which I grow outside, basil, and you put lettuce, like so I got the green leaf lettuce, and what else? Green leaf lettuce, and you put shrimps, carrots, and then you make like a tamarind or peanut satay sauce. So this is something I'm gonna experiment with. I'm probably not gonna do this on camera because I don't want to fuck up. Sometimes, let me tell you something. Food don't always go well. I'm gonna just say that now. Food do not always go well. Sometimes that should be a hot mess. Anybody who tells you they cook everything perfect the first time, they a whole lie. Okay. And then this is fish sauce. Let me keep that closer. Fish sauce. This is another Southeast Asian. It sounds nasty, but this is what gives it its flavor. You also have what you call tamarind. That's what I love about this book. See, that's what I'm talking about, Kaya. You need to learn some shit. Okay? Learn some shit. Stop making potatoes all the goddamn time. But you can see here, they teach you how there are different rices and rice papers. There's different meals. That's why I get cookbooks. It's a good investment. They teach you to have different tools of the trade, right? Mortar. But that bitch ain't got no mortar. I'm not jealous. I'm just saying. The mortar is how you pound things, you know? You get your spices out. You get your flavors in your food. Different types of rices. Then you got different fruits and vegetables. You got to educate yourself. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see. It's hard to navigate this fucking camera. Okay, go forward. Go to the side. There we go. Go up. Go to the side, man. There we go. So y'all can see that? They got all these different things. And then they got the ingredients. They tell you need shrimp paste, peanuts, bean curd, fish sauce, salted eggs. I don't fuck with salted eggs and what they call it, quail eggs. I'm not doing that. Palm sugar, brown bean sauce, rice wine, vinegar. You got to expand yourself. Then they tell you all the different curry paste. You got massaman, red curry, yellow curry, green curry powder, simple powder. You can make your stuff from scratch. You grow your own peppers, and you can basically create your own curry. This is cooking. This is cooking. Okay? Roasting baked potatoes and hot dogs and shit. Making all that damn cheese and shit, running all over the plate. And these niggas kill me how they put green stuff. Y'all ever see they do that? They always go and get like either cilantro or parsley and they chop it up real fine and they put green on everything. Why? The whole fuck. Do black people think it's fancy to put green leaves chopped finely on everything? That shit looks crazy to me. That's not garnishing. And see, that's a whole nother thing. Garnishments. Garnishments, that's cooking. I'll be impressed when I see a bitch make a fucking rose out of a radish, okay? A strawberry into a dove. Then I'll be impressed, okay? There's something called garnishing food. They can't even garnish food. And they want somebody to be impressed because they put some food on a plate. I bet you that boyfriend will tell you the truth. When he get mad, he gonna be like, she had me eating hot dogs every day. The red kind, where you get 100 hot dogs for $2. He gonna tell it. I haven't followed up because that's not my age range, but I bet you he telling everything. The spelling the miss. He killing her fame, I'm sure. I don't intend to keep up with it, but I just thought it was very interesting how she went from being on a pedestal and being worshipped, and she's the perfect, specimen of a black woman, young and skinny, and she can cook everything. I'm like, ooh, boy, 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 boy. They take you high real quick and they drop you down low fast, 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 like them damn missiles going down. In in what you call it, in damn Tel Aviv. Y'all, them sonic, they said they not even sonic missiles. Them missiles are crazy. Them shit's moving at the speed of light. And when they hit, boy, I'm a low life. I'm gonna tell y'all, as a woman, I feel terrible because I'm supposed to be a nurturing person, and I normally am. But it's something about the way they did the people of Gaza. I really just want them to get pounded. I want to see destruction. I want them motherfuckers to suffer so bad because I didn't cry so many nights over them Gaza babies and children. I want to see them motherfuckers pay a price. I really do. I ain't gonna lie. I've always said I got a spirit of vengeance in me. That's how I ended up. Man, I ain't gonna start talking about that shit. Let that go, man. Let that go. We ain't gonna talk about my past, whooping folks' ass and pimp slapping. But yeah, I got a spirit of vengeance in me, and I'm a nice person. But boy, that spirit of vengeance is something else. It surprises me sometimes. But they have definitely brought a spirit of vengeance. I really want to see them go down. I want to see them pay. So I'm like, yes, yes, I read. And there's a feminine part of me. I'm like, but May, that's not nice. Man, fuck that shit. I'll be arguing with myself. In my own head, I'll be looking crazy. Get them, fuck them up, and then I'm like, but that's not nice, May. You're a woman. You shouldn't think, fuck that shit. I be going through it. But anyway, I'm gonna end my stream. I'm gonna continue to cook, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm about to watch bombs go down. That's what I'm about to. That's what I'm about to do. I got my video on my phone right here on the stand, and when I get off here, I'm going straight to the bombs. I want to watch bombs all night while I cook. I know that's fucked up. I'm supposed to like drink wine and listen to jazz, but I'm watching bombs. I don't give a whole fuck. That shit makes me happy, sick as it may be. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for coming by and seeing Miss May May's kitchen. I ain't really cooked shit, did I? I just prepped. Um, yeah, I just prepped. I'll show the final results when I get done. I got, was it 5 dishes now? Two beef, one shrimp, one chicken, and it's not hard. So don't think when I say 5 dishes, oh my gosh, she's cooking all. No, it's not like that because you see how easy it is. It's coconut milk and a paste. These are curries pre-made. So it's not that hard. I'm gonna be sauteing 4 different pots. That's all at the same time. Stir, 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 stir. People be thinking I'm crazy because I cook 4 meals at the, 2, 3, 4 meals at the same time. Uh-uh. Once you get the stove going, it's good. It's all good. And my husband, he refuses to eat the same thing. And not gonna say refuses, but he does not prefer to eat the same thing. He likes food rotated. Lunch today, dinner, something, move something new in like that. So, and I don't blame him. Who the hell wants to eat, something till it's gone? That's kind of lame. It gets tired. I'm gonna eat chili for 6 days in a row. Really? This shit get tired. You hate your food. Fuck this. And that's how you end up sneaking up and eating out on your wife. Literally eating out on your wife. Just tell me you ain't got to cheat. You do not have to cheat on me at whatever restaurant. Just tell me what you want me to cook and I'll cook it. Okay. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Ashe. Y'all. Bye.